It's about 11:30 in the morning, Monday morning. And I'd like to get up and get some popcorn. But my stomach is wrenching at me. When was my last stomach wrench? It was February. This may just be gas, but it kind of feels like quarterly stomach ache. And if that's the case, um, I may end up lying on my back for the rest of the day. It doesn't seem like it's going to pass. I've passed wind several times. That's right, I have farted several times. And it has not yet helped. So, they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. So, you can only fart so many times before you give up. Seems like I'm dealing with a stomach wrench. Or I could sit here and be insane. Now let's just accept it. Why do I want to get popcorn? Because I have a 3-hour vlog to watch and I haven't watched it yet. I was up. It was like 4 o'clock or something this morning. I was up earlier, but then it was one of those weird nights where I was in bed fairly early. It was like 8 o'clock. And then it's like I keep looking over and it's like it's dark. And then, I fall back asleep, look over, it's dark. And I fall back asleep, look over, it's dark. I don't know how many times I did that. I don't know how long I slept each time, but it was like, I don't know if you ever do that. So it wasn't like a solid amount of sleep, but it felt like a long time. It felt a lot longer than it was. And I do feel alert. I'm awake. On my stomach. What did you do yesterday? It was all about the French election, and I kept wanting to do a couple of do a couple of filing related things before I could watch the vlog, and I just never got around to it. So it's 3 hours. I need popcorn. So that's what we're doing today. If I can get up, and if I can't, then we're not doing anything today. What did I eat? I had my smoothie that I normally have. The strawberries have been a little bit brown for a while, but in fact I switched Tupperware containers, and it seems like the ones in the new container were in better shape. What I'm getting at is that if I was going to have this problem, I should have had it last week, if it was the berries. So I don't think it was the berries. Everything else was in comparable shape, and certainly didn't look bad at all. I had a very small amount of spaghetti leftovers from yesterday. It's like a half a plate. Not even, like a quarter of a plate. There's no cheese, some sauce, some tomatoes. The second half is always far superior to the first half. Well, because, it's not. I will tentatively agree with most of those who would claim that leftovers are superior. However, this wasn't your typical leftover. This was more of a not eaten. You know, I mean, this is what I do. I make myself a ridiculously sized meal, a meal that's way too big, and then I like eat the cheese and salami, and some of the pasta and uh, some of the fruits and veggies, which is just tomatoes and green peppers. Eat some of it, but what's left is just like noodles and sauce and green peppers and some tomatoes. So it's not like leftovers in the sense of like lasagna, because leftover lasagna is like the part of the lasagna that you don't eat, right? And that stuff's always, always superior the day after. Those who deny it do not have taste buds. Those who deny the superiority of leftover lasagna are so far gone that logic cannot even reach them. We say, let all who have ears, all who have ears may listen. Clearly, these people have no ears. They can't listen. It's not even worth. It's not even worth thinking about debating. But as mentioned, these are not leftovers in the conventional sense. It's the a more descriptive term than leftovers is not eatens. The not eatens from yesterday. It's good though because it helps me regulate my caloric intake. Right, so I have a big meal. In this case, a big meal on Sunday, and then just a small meal on Monday, and then I'll have eggs tomorrow, which is a big meal. And I'll have more spaghetti on, I guess it's Wednesday. Dude, it's Wednesday. Okay, so then on Wednesday, I'll have another big meal, I guess, but then a small meal on Thursday. Right? A small meal of not eatens on Thursday. In order to uh, I'm about to say accessorize. Um, in order to that's not the word I'm looking for. Uh, in order to make up the difference, um, I will have a bagel with my not eatens. And if there's a source of gas here, it's probably the bagel, which, while not having anything growing on it, which is the true test of bagels. A bagel is good until you see the blue. The greeny blue, that's when you go, the bagel's not any good anymore. There's no green on the bagel, it's fine. But it is, um, the bagel has no doubt seen better days. While not blemished, the bagel may perhaps have been past retirement. But I'm doubtful. I think that it's probably more just the weather. Because This is what I deal with when the weather switches. What does that mean? It might mean that it's about to stay warm. Or at the very least, a shift is about to occur. Again, I don't understand this, but it works. It's been warm the last couple of days, but cold overnight. Maybe that might be lifting. I don't know. I know that I appear to be bedridden at the exact moment. So nothing done yesterday, just a stupid French election, which is... Why's the left gotta split the vote? Why do you split the vote? Every single time. The only combination that made sense was the two left candidates. And in fact, there were more than two left candidates. There was an assortment of left candidates. And if you add them up, you would have got more than... If you would have put the two major left candidates, you would have got 25%, which would have been enough to win. But if you add up all the left candidates, it would have been more like 30%. It's not just... I mean, the French have a reputation for being left-wing, right? It's not just the French, we all do this. The left is always splitting the vote. Why you split the vote? But we all do it. I mean, I don't mean to pick on the French. At least not right now. But that was the frustration. There was no other like combination that was like that, right? Unless you want to claim that Marine Le Pen is on the left, of which there was some decent argument for. And if that's the case, if you bundle them all up, you've got a majority. Yeah. You could maybe say the same thing about Macron and Fillon, but it's more like a 2/3 type thing, right? But of course, the neoliberals will win again. Because the French aren't... They made the same error that we all make. Why can't we just pick one? But that's freedom is choice. The more choice you have, the more free you are. It's like different colored iPhones. That's what politics is like, different colored iPhones, right? So of course you don't pick the red one, you want the blue one. Duh. That was yesterday. Today I'd like to get back to the editing, which includes watching a 3-hour vlog, but I need to deal with my stomach first. Like I'm okay, right? Like I'm Sprite. I'm witty. I'm all right. I said witty, not witty. And I meant that. I meant witty. Okay, we're done thinking about that now. All right. But I'm spry. It's just my stomach is. In fact, it's starting to feel a little bit better. So maybe I'll get up and get some popcorn soon. If not, I'm stuck in bed. I'll have to find out. It's gorgeous. I'm with a classic and the jalapeno. So we have very cheesy jalapeno. There was no bacon popcorn. I apologize, internet. maybe next time. Or let's put that request out. Bacon popcorn, bacon cheese popcorn. You know the internet would love that. I'm gonna move the computer over into here and enjoy my 3-hour vlog. Yeah, it's a 3-hour. Excuse me, a 3-hour vlog. I gotta watch it, and well, it'll be after 4 when that happens.